I used to think that major problems in this world had to do with information, had to do with technology. And I still believe that those things are really important parts of how we deal with things. The technological solutions definitely will solve a lot of issues before they ever happen. Um, Providing more information to other people certainly does help out to make them have decisions. But there is a lot that goes on that um, that assumes that things that people are able to make a single choice, and it assumes that there is a lot of clarity when you make those single choices. Um, and I'm going to tell you this right now. It's not always the case, and so we really need to think about behavioral ways to deal with, and not even behavioral ways, you know, um, and it's not cognition, it's the sort of emotional regulation component of who we are as human beings and dealing with those, how we deal with the emotions that we experience every day, and realizing that it's just emotion. That's it. It's just some feelings that you get, and but those feelings really drive a lot of not great things. So I want to talk about that. So if you don't know me, I'm Professor Dave Massac. I'm Associate Professor of Innovation Strategy and Entrepreneurship, and I created this whole reciprocity project to give back as much as I possibly can. There's so many people to help me out, but I want to pay the favor forward to help you out. So, you know, what I've realized, actually, this is funny because I'm having these sort of emotions right now, and it's preventing me from talking openly about this because I think somebody is going to steal this idea. And if somebody steals this idea, well, so be it. But if somebody wants to help out with this idea and they believe in kindness and they're listening to this, and um, they believe in being really good people, I'm going to tell you, reach out to me and see if you want to work on this paper. Um, but I think that, or this idea as a paper. Um, so I think that, you know, technology and um, all of that stuff, technology and information is great, right? To make more, better decisions, having more information is always positive. That's more legitimate information is always positive. Um, to to solve much of the world's problems, politics doesn't do a very good job of solving a lot of the world's problems. But technology does prevent politics from playing in because you have a legitimate, valid, very high value solution. People are going to adopt it and use it. Um, but there's an important part of sort of human behavior that we're missing out with thinking about those. And that is the emotional regulation of dealing with negative things that happen in your life, um, where you simply don't want to do things that are positive because you're scared to do it, or that you're afraid of all of the negative things that happen, right? And I think that this is really central to entrepreneurship. I think it's also very central to, making positive changes, is because either two things. First one is we're scared and nervous and anxious that something bad is going to happen, or somebody's going to take your idea, or something along those lines, which is not fun. I've been in many moments where that's happened, and it's not fun. Um, but then the second thing is that you realize when you do something, and then you realize that it's much more harder than you thought it was going to be. And so you quit and you stop doing that thing because of the experiences of negative events that happen when you're doing it. And when you quit, you don't see the outcomes to their end. And I see this so much in academia. This is like the quintessential graduate student. Um, they think it's going to happen in 6 months, and they work on something and it doesn't happen in 6 months. And so they quit and they get frustrated and they don't see that, you know what, you just got to keep going with it and not give up. Um, and they think that it's easy to do this kind of stuff. So what I'm getting at is that dealing with the emotions and negative, especially when negative things happen, um, or anticipating negative things happening, is such an important part of um, our real world things. If we're trying to lose weight, guess when everybody stops being able to lose weight is they have a few bad weeks and then they stop. If they, um, you're trying to pay off a mortgage on your home, you have a few bad weeks, and crisis happens, and you stop. Like, it's so predictable, how we make these decisions, and it's all being driven by emotions and dealing with these negative events that happen with us. So, what I want to say is, keep on trucking and have that gumption to just keep trucking and ignore all of that. It does get better if you keep pushing at it. It just takes a lot of effort and a lot of gumption. All right, take care and have a wonderful day.